and pull up. So there is a question that says, what do you think could be some of the risks of moving so quickly, and how do you go about managing those risks? So that's a good question. I think that's even, even as you start to, build your businesses in the beginning, and if you go too fast one direction, right, coming back around. So Lou, why don't I start with you?
I think for us, it's sharing those risks and the uncertainties with the customers that you're working with so that they can go through the journey with you. That's the spirit of an MVP or minimal viable product, of getting it out there and talking with customers about what it is, what it's not, and understanding what they need. And I think particularly in this crisis response, of doing what we can and being open about what is possible and what's not.
Yeah, sort of that iteration, right? There's a lot of risks, but if you continually actually continue to react to the feedback you get.
Sure.
Sana, what do you think?
I mean, some of our risks are very, very clear and present. I mean, when you're working with the caustic chemicals, you know there's serious risks involved. So for us, we had to put in lots of safety procedures at our distillery, different than what we've had before, because we're working with different raw materials. So, that came with the territory. I think also making sure that we are very open, as I think communication is key. A lot of people have not understood the fact that, we're following the World Health Organization's recommended formula, which is water thin. And people like to think about hand sanitizers as being very gel-like, but those are usually about 60% alcohol, whereas the WHO wants it to be 80% alcohol. So it's going to be more liquidy, less viscous. So, just making sure people are aware of why things are the way they are and why we're doing them, and making sure that we're doing them well and keeping people safe while we're doing them. So it's a constant thing that we have to focus on every day.
That's, yeah, the risk of the communication or lack of communication can really be problematic, right? So, so Gary, how about you? What do you think could be some of the risks of moving so quickly?
So there are several. I mean, one is like legal, what I would call legal / reputational risks, right? So we come to market with a certain product that we've been working on for X amount of time. We fully vetted all of the legal ramifications of our product and usage of it. When you put together new products in 3 weeks, you've not vetted every single thing, as well as you've not thought about every legal loophole about usage of your technology. So, as well as we have a lot of partners in the work that we're doing. So there's also legal agreements between the partners that have to also get executed within a small window of time in order for everything to go live. So, there was a lot of legal on my end and reading where we could be and just making sure that we were comfortable with those risks, talking to our legal team. But yeah, so those are some of the things that we started thinking about, as both our reputation but also kind of like usage risks that might be out there.